Finished fan camp. Harps 0, St Pat's 2. Jack Scott and Owen Doyle with the goals. It's a disappointing night. I think Harps had the chances, but they're just left to play with the rude misses. Joined with Oisín and Thomas again, our residents. Yeah, boys, what are you thinking? Overall thoughts on the match?
Overall, we weren't that bad, but I said to Tom last week, we won't talk about yo-yo, but I feel like now, what are we, 3-4 games in the season, we need to start talking about yo-yo, because like, he was a bit better tonight, movement wise, got a bit more involved, but some of them chances, like, they were poor.
Big chances in front of the goal, like, and he had the chances, to put them away, but that'll come to him over time. I think it's a bit premature, just to write him off. We wrote Trinity off last year, just an example, so it could change.
Tunde was different though. Like when Tunde was on the bench and started last season too, we'd fully banged on the goals. Now we've scored 1 goal. We're 4 games in. Like can't keep going on like this forever. But we weren't that bad. We had a few chances. Then their goals were sloppy enough too. Like then you can't really fault the defence for that. Defence have been solid, but we'll move on to Monday.
Yeah, and as I was saying to Barry there, with the it could be the lack of goals, could be the problem this year. But hopefully, there's plenty of boys there. I'd like to see McWoods start from the start, and maybe say Matty drop or even Mihalovic. I think Mihalovic has done very well, and I think once he gets that first goal, it'll start to flow. As Barry mentioned, he could be a 10-goal a season striker. So, Tom, what are you thinking?
I think there no real faults in the match. I just feel like the game was slow again this week. I just feel like there's a lot of lack of creativity in the midfield. We couldn't get the ball up. When we did get the ball up, Matty, of course, we were on about him last week, so we're not talking about him. But as Ashley said, he got his chances, but he just couldn't put them away. I feel like Philippe, as Barry said, once he scores, he's going to get there. He's going to excel. But I feel like the starting 11 tonight too. I just feel like we need some changes. We need to start bringing. We should start McWoods on Monday night against Sligo. We need something new for Monday night. I just feel like if we're off to a bad start already, we need something out of Monday's night game against Sligo.
Yeah, well, considering the last season, like you also had, your 10 points on your 4 games, it's been a slow start this year. So here's hoping that'll change, But it is pretty early days, the only four games, whatever, and had we had that win, or the draw match, opening night, it could be a different story. We could have the 3 points, we could have a few goals on their belt, but that remains to be seen. But obviously Ollie, he stayed with the same squad as last Friday's match, and obviously they got a point against Bowes, which was a good result. It'll be interesting to see if he rings in the changes now for Monday. As I mentioned already, I'd like to see McWood start from the start, but I think the defence have done their job. Anything's been asked them. It's just a few sloppy goals. Obviously last week there was a ball out from Ethan Boyle, and then Promise just hit it. So they've been doing their job. It's just all about kind of getting that goal, them goals up front. That could be the problem this year.
The quick turnaround too Monday. There definitely will be changes, but that McWoods needs to be in the team sheet Monday. What more does he have to do? Obviously he hasn't got the goal, but nobody's getting.
He has that pace. He has that pace, and I think Harps need that pace.
He's that X factor about him, something different.
And he's committed, and he'll run for the ball. He'll put in the 9 yards for you.
And hopefully now, might get something on Monday night. Hopefully Harps fans will pack out the way in the showgrounds, make a lot of noise, and
as they've been doing for years. Hopefully we get a good crowd for Sligo on Monday night to give them that last push. And hopefully get a few goals. Considering we only scored 1 this season. Tom, anything else to add?
Exactly. We need to get off to a good start now on Monday night. Say in the first 30 minutes, we need to get off that strong start and hopefully get a few balls up top and start to show that we can get some in the midfield, get it going forward, and just hopefully get some out of the game.
And that's it. And obviously Sligo's a quick turnaround, and then obviously the Shells in on Friday. So there's points to be there, and obviously it's a long season, so I don't think we'll get too worried yet. But if Ollie changes up the team, for the upcoming matches, it'll be interesting to see, and we'll see where we're at then. So that's basically it. Thanks boys for coming on, and we'll see you in the next one.